So today has been 6 years since my husband Michael and the father of all my three children passed away at the age of 33, and our children found his body while I was on the phone with them. I've made a post on my blog many years ago when this first happened, but I haven't really done much talking about it. And today, for some reason, on the anniversary of his passing, I felt like talking about it and telling the story. So my friend Jennifer and I were out of town in New York City, and we were going to be attending a food blogging conference. And we got there a couple of days early so we could check out some restaurants, take some pictures, and put an article on our blog about it, because we also write about travel and food as well as cooking food. I had just flown in yesterday, or the day before, not yesterday, so had she. And that morning we were walking around New York City, around Chinatown, and I stopped in this little tea shop to get my husband some oolong tea because he'd been looking for some for years and we couldn't find any. Well, I bought him a whole pound and I ran out so excited to call him and tell him what I had gotten. I called the house and my 14-year-old daughter at the time answered, and I said, "Where's your daddy?" She said, "Well, he's still asleep." I said, "It is 10:30 in the morning. You go wake him up." So she walked in the room along with her brother and her sister, her 5-year-old brother and 15-year-old sister. And a couple of seconds later, I heard her say, "Mama, he's blue and he's cold. I think he's dead. Do I call 911?" That was the moment that everything changed. My friend Jennifer, thank God for her, because if she was not there with me, there is no way I would have been able to get myself from the streets in Chinatown to the hotel, to get my stuff, to the airport, to fly home. I was a wailing mess, and the people on the streets in New York were pushing me and not understanding that my husband had just died, and it was crazy. The authorities got there and called me and told me they tried everything, but he had passed away. They felt like he had died in the middle of the night while our 5-year-old son was sleeping next to him. Actually, our 5-year-old crawled over his body to get out of bed that morning, not realizing he was dead. I didn't have any family around, and they told me that they were going to take my youngins to social services because I wasn't there, and they had removed Michael's body from the house. Thankfully, I had a friend come get my youngins. She ended up losing her job because she left work to come get my youngins, which was terrible. Made me feel bad too. I'm not quite sure how I got home, but thankful for all the angels that were around me that got me home. I was hoping that my 5-year-old would eventually forget that day. I knew my older ones would not, but sadly it stuck with him and he remembers it. We are all doing the very best that we can. We try our best to find the joy in life, and we miss Mike. He died from complications from spina bifida occulta, and we miss him every day. 6 years ago yesterday was the last time I kissed him.